Most respected dear family members, my pranams to you. Today we will be explaining in a nutshell what is meant by Gruhyasootra or Gruhyasootra. We have gone through the Vedas, the Brahmanas, Aranyakas, Upanishads. These four are known as Vedic literature. After Vedic literature comes the Vedanga. There are 6 Vedangas. Vedanga literally means the organs of Vedas. The first among Vedangas, Shiksha, how to chant Veda mantra. This aspect is explained in Shiksha Grantha, Shiksha literature. Then comes Nirukta, the encyclopedia of Sanskrit words, how the words are created and how they are evolved, changed and so on. Shiksha Niruktam. Then comes the Sanskrit grammar book Vyakarana. After Vyakarana comes Chanda Shastra, the prosody of Veda mantras. So Shiksha Niruktam Vyakaranam Chanda Shastra. Then comes Kalpasootra, which is the biggest bundle of literature. The most authentic Kalpasootra's, the Kalpasootra which are complete and integrated, are Bauddhayana Kalpasootra, the oldest one, maybe 3000 BC or so. Then comes Apastamba Kalpasootra, then comes Katyayana Kalpasootra, then comes the most commonly known Manava Kalpasootra, General Kalpasootra. As I told you earlier, Kalpasootra has got 4 prominent parts within that. Among the 4 parts, the first one is Gruhyasootra. Kalpasootra, first part is Gruhyasootra, explaining the methodology of performing yagas and yajnas. Gruhyasootra word means that is connected with Veda. Shruti means Veda. Gruhyasootra, the customs and rituals performed in yagas and yajnas are explained in Gruhyasootra. As a continuation of Gruhyasootra, Shulba Sutras are there. They are pure Vedic geometry. They are explained mainly for constructing Yagashala and different part of fire altars and so on. After Gruhyasootra comes the Shulba Sutra. After that comes Dharma Shastra or Dharma Sutra. How a country should be ruled, the duties and responsibility of a citizen, duties and responsibilities of a government official, keeping the law and order of the country, and the punishment plus banking system, economical system, everything comes under Dharma Shastra. I was fortunate enough to translate one Dharma Shastra known as Vishnu Dharma Shastra to Malayalam as per the direction of the High Court Judge for their referring the ancient Indian laws and rules. So Kalpasootra contains Gruhyasootra plus Shulba Sutra plus Dharma Sutra, and then comes Gruhyasootra or Gruhyasootra. That is our today's subject. Even though foundation literature of Kalpashastra are four. Many rishis have composed different types of Gruhyasootra separately also. Not only as the part of Kalpashastra, but they have composed separately a number of Gruhyasootra depending upon the place where they have to be adopted. The Gruhyasootra messages to be adopted in Kerala may be slightly different from that to be adopted in Bengal or Kashmir or Rajasthan or Maharashtra or outside India. Because Swagrame Purnamajaram Anyagrame Tadardagam Patane tu Tatpadam Yatre Balad Acharateta. This is the message. It is given in Dharma Shastra but adoptable in Gruhyasootra also. In our own village we have to follow 100% of the customs and rituals. If you are shifting to another village, almost 50% of the customs and rituals and traditions should be followed. If you are living in a city, 1/4 is enough. En route, if you are traveling somewhere, you need not follow any customs and rituals or traditions. That is the message. So different Gruhyasootra explain slightly varying messages. They differ only because of the place and the time. Some of the Gruhyasootra were written about 3000 BC or 2000 BC or 1500 BC. Some of the Gruhyasootra were composed 800 AD, 300 AD and so on. So the content vary because they are known as smritis also, part of smriti also. They can vary, they should vary, they need to vary because the era, the change of the period. All the rules cannot be followed what are formulated 2000, 3000 years ago. Even now also. The change is inevitable. The only permanent thing in this world is that everything in this world is continuously changing. So, Gruhyasootra gives us the messages connected with the role of the father, role of the mother, wife, husband, son, daughter, sister, brother, uncle and so on. All the rituals to be performed by the parents, all the rituals to be performed by the children, all the rituals to be performed by the family members, they are explained in Gruhyasootra or Gruhyashastra. And the most important explanation in Gruhyashastra is 16 sacraments, Shodasha Karma. So Shodasha Karma gives you 16 sacraments. Right from Garbhadana, Pumsavana, Simandonnayana, Jatakarma, Nishkramana, Namakarana, Chudakarana, Upanayana, Vivaha and so on. For Brahmins 16 are there, for others 12 are there. Some of them people do not follow nowadays. These are all left to the individuals. Sacraments are not country rules and regulations. They are all to be followed by self-decision. You can or you cannot. When you perform the Shodasha Karma, when you perform the Achara, when you follow the customs and rituals and traditions, is the part of the life. Not that if you are not performing you will be incurring the sin, not that if you are performing you will go to heaven. Nothing like that. Heaven and hell are different concept altogether. Suppose somebody is telling you if you are taking a good breakfast, it is a punya karma, then you will laugh. Because taking a breakfast, there is no question of punya and papa. It is part of your life. You have to do it. Like that, Gruhyasootra explains the role of father and mother, how to nurture the children. When they do it, nothing of the sort of incurring punya or virtue comes there. It is the duty, dharma of the parents. So Gruhyasootra gives Pitra Dharma, the role, the duty, responsibility and privilege of father. Duty, responsibility and privilege of mother, Matra Dharma. And duty, responsibility and privilege of the son and the daughter, Putra Dharma, Putri Dharma. All these aspects are literally explained in Gruhyasootra. There will be some variation in that. There should be some variation also. Because some of these Gruhyasootra's were composed, as I told you, 1000 BC. Another Rishi might have composed a Gruhyasootra about 100 BC. Another Rishi might have composed 500 AD. All these books cannot be the same. There should be difference depending upon the place where this particular Rishi was residing, the traditions followed in that locality. These are all important. Even you know that Indian Constitution, Indian Penal Code, Indian rules and regulations, they are continuously getting amended. Continuously getting amended because addition, deletion, modifications and corrections are needed. That is applicable in modern period and also applicable in the ancient period. That is why we have got so many, about 24 Gruhyasootra's and more than 24 Dharma Shastras. They are all formed based on addition, deletion, modification and correction. So Gruhyasootra, the word you should remember, gives us the information, the knowledge of how to live a family life. An excellent, useful, fruitful, purposeful and peaceful family life where coexistence, sahana avavadu, sahana ubunaktu, sahaviryam karavavahai, tejasvina vadhidamastuma vidvishavahai. I think the meaning is very clear to you. Even it gives the message of Veda, Sangachadvam, Samvadadvam, Samvomanam Sijanata, Deva Bhagam Yada Purve Sanjanana Upasade, Samano Mandra Samitis Samani, Samanam Manasahajitamesha, Samanam Mandram Abhimandraeva, Samanena Voha Vishajugomi, Samaniva Akudis Samana Hridayanivaha, Samanamastu Vo Mano Yadava Susahasati. Exactly the Vedic messages of unity, Aikamatya Sukta, the Sukta of unity, that is just being practiced in the family through Gruhyasootra. The Aikamatya Sukta is practiced in the nation through Dharma Shastra. The Aikamatya Sukta practiced in performing yaga through Shrauta Sutra. So all these are Vedanga, part of Vedas, organs of Vedas. The theoretical messages given in Vedas are converted into practical messages in Kalpashastra. So it is applied Vedic message. Dharma Shastra, theoretical messages given in Vedas are applied in the national life. And after Gruhyasootra, we can even say as a continuation of Gruhyasootra comes Pitrumedha Sutra. Pitrumedha Sutra means the last ritual just before one individual dying, during death and after death ceremonies. Andyeshti we say, 16th ritual, the last ritual. That is the rituals connected with the death of father, mother, uncle, brother, son, children or anyone. The rules and regulations needed for a last part of the life of every individual. That is to be performed by the children. The eldest son and other son follows that. Other children follow that. That is given in Pitrumedha Sutra, Pitrumedha Shastra. Shastra means what is directing you, what is guiding you, what is instructing you. Shastra and Dharma, these two are almost carrying the same meaning. Sutra means small messages. Sutra literally means thread, T-H-R-E-A-D, thread. So Sutra means small messages. Just like Upanishadic Sutra we can say Satyam Vada Dharmam Chara is a sutra. Dharmameva Hato Handi Sutra. Dharmo Rakshati Rakshidaha, it is a sutra. So you can say Pitrumedha Sutra gives you information, instruction, guidance on the rituals and customs to be performed just before death and during the process of death. I am using the wrong word, process of death. How to give Ganga water, how to chant Bhagavad Gita or Ramayana or Garuda Purana and so on, Vishnu Sahasranama at the time of death. And once the death is over, what are the things to be performed, and how to keep the head towards south, keeping the dead body on the floor, putting the turmeric flower and keeping the lamp lit, and so on. After that, how to do Andyeshti. Andyeshti means the dead body is considered as a material to be offered to the fire. So this body has come from Panchabhuta, Prithivi, Appa, Teja, Vayu, Akasha. Panchabhuta. That body has to go back to Panchabhuta. That part of it should go to the earth, part of it should go to the fire, part of it should go to the water, part of it should go to the air, and part of it should go to the Akasha as ionic nature. From where it came, there it should go. So that is explained in Pitrumedha Sutra. Nicely it is explained. The thing is that the Sanskrit is a little bit Vedic Sanskrit. Everybody cannot understand that. So you have to have the commentary of that, or explanation and interpretations are needed for this Pitrumedha Sutra. Thus you have learned Kalpashastra, Shrauta Sutra, Dharma Sutra, Gruhyasootra and Pitrumedha Sutra. In between Sulba Sutra. 5 parts are there. At least try to understand what are the messages given in these things. These are all followed even today. Majority of the customs and rituals what we follow now, they have come directly from the Kalpashastra. There are variety of Kalpashastra books. Independent Gruhyasootra, independent Dharma Sutra, independent Shrauta Sutra books are also available. But the matter content is similar to the Kalpashastra content. I am sure you might have gone through some of these explanations given in our website. Indian Institute of Scientific Heritage website is there. Major part of the informations are available in the written form. You should read it, teach others. Not merely learning is enough, teach others. Discuss the subject with your family members, your friends, whenever you assemble. We are uploading different messages in YouTube. You can download it and you can learn it. Then you can understand it. With these words, I would like to express my deepest gratitude for listening it. Spread the message. More than 500 speeches are uploaded in YouTube. You can freely download that and you can listen it. You should listen it. There is no other alternative now in India available for learning our heritage. These are all the simplest way possible for anyone in this world to teach you, to create an awareness on the subject. Thank you very much. My pranams to you.